Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I am Rebecca, aka the Mobility Mom, and this is my channel, Coffee Talk with the Mobility Mom. I know I've been a little MIA the last couple weeks, and we'll get into that in a minute as to what's been going on. But if you are a returning visitor to this channel, welcome back. I am so grateful that you have returned. And if you are a new visitor to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell notification so that you can be notified when new videos go up. When I started this channel, I was a little bit on a schedule, and the last few weeks it's been chaos. So definitely hit that bell notification so that you can be notified when new videos go up. And I'm so happy, grateful, and blessed that you guys are all here. And so let's get started on today's topics, or just today's talk. Let's go. Hey everybody, hi. So excited to have you guys back. I'm excited to be back. The last couple of weeks have been very busy. I've had a lot of back-to-back doctor's appointments. For those of you who have been around for a little bit, you know I have a chronic illness. It does not keep me from traveling. It does not keep me from going to Disney. It does not keep me down for long. It does put me out occasionally, but I always get back up and dust myself off and continue going. And so the last couple weeks, it's been sort of a roller coaster. On a previous video, I had told you I had spent a couple days down at Universal. I came back from that, got a little exhausted from doing it all. Really didn't plan as well as I should have. Some rest breaks like I normally do and like I always tell my clients to do. And so it caught up with me. So I had a couple doctor's appointments, got feeling better, went to Disney for 5 days. In the June heat, during the summer when it is crowded, and came home from that and needed about a week to process everything. And so now I am back, and I have a lot of stuff to tell you. So this video may be a little bit longer. Usually I try to keep them under about 15 minutes. This one may be a little bit longer, so I hope you stick around. But we do have a lot to cover in the way of Disney. First and foremost, it is hot here in Florida. If you live in Florida, you know what I'm talking about. We have been hitting temps of upwards of 100 to 101. So if you are coming to Disney or are wanting to plan a Disney vacation for maybe the summer of 2023, just know it is hot. So make sure you plan your days accordingly. As I told you, even if you have a mobility issue or a chronic illness, we can definitely plan you a vacation where we plan you in rest breaks throughout the hottest part of the day, whether that rest break is a dining reservation, whether or not you take a moment to go see a show or two, or just go back to your room and take a nap or have a pool day. Working in breaks are a must. It is hot down here. It is also very crowded, which can get to some people. And it kind of brought me kind of full circle to a question that I had somebody ask me the other day as to why I would do Disney at all at this point, between the heat, the crowd, and the price. And to be honest, I can't control the weather. So yeah, it's hot here in Florida. We even have warm weather in winter months. I mean, in the winter months, we can still hit 80 some days. I can't control the weather. I can't control the crowds at Disney. Yes, some days are busier than others. Summer is definitely a very busy time of the year at Disney. I can't control crowds. And yes, it is expensive. But this is what I really try to get across to people, especially when I'm in the park and people kind of walk up to me and they're like, how are you so calm and not stressed out. There's all these people. We're not riding the rides we wanted to ride. We're not getting the reservations we want. It's just chaos. We paid all this money and we're not getting to do this, and this. And I kind of have to stop and I said, wait a minute. I'm like, take a deep breath. When you go to Disney, and this is my huge philosophy on that, you are not necessarily paying to do everything, because you're not going to do everything. There is no human way, even if you plan it down to the precise minute and you have Genie Plus and you have the lightning lanes and the prime lunch, dining time, all of that. I mean, you can be the biggest planner, and I have clients that they book through me, and I make their payments on their hotel, their resorts, and their tickets, and we plan everything out. And as soon as they make that down payment or that deposit and they start making payments on it, they take over the planning, because they need to plan every minute of every day. And that's fine. My only job as your travel agent and consultant is to help you if you have a question or if you need me to do. You can plan everything yourself right down to the minute. If you're more of a person where like, here's my money, this is what we want to do, you plan my days, I can do that as well. But this is what I tell all my customers or all my clients, whether it's me planning your day or you planning your day. You will not get to do everything. Disney is too big. It's too big, it can get crowded, and so yes, you are paying a high price tag, but you are not paying to do everything. I can't stress this enough. You are paying for an experience. My son has grown up on Disney. He just turned 22 this past March, and he has grown up on Disney. We have celebrated every milestone in his life at Disney, from, preschool graduation to high school graduation. And out of all the trips that we've ever done at Disney, my son, to this day, his favorite moments at Disney were not the moments where we were on rides or where we had character meet and greets or where we had dinner. His moments that he remembers the most, even as a child, were the moments that we were just in the moment. I recently told a client, we went down to Disney. My son was probably 5 or 6, somewhere in that area. We went to the Living Land. We were trying to get out of the summer heat, and so we went over to the Living Land and went in where it was air conditioning. My son walked over to the little aquarium windows. They have these windows, and they have fish swimming around. And my son walked over there and sat down. And I walked over to him. I said, baby, what are you doing? He goes, I want to watch the fish. I said, okay, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, you know what, we're going to take a 5-10 minute break. We're going to cool down. He's going to watch the fish, and then he's going to get up, and we're going to be on the go again. I sat down on the floor next to him. My husband sat down on the other side of him. We sat there next to him, and we watched the fish. We sat there an hour and a half. Yes, an hour and a half on the floor in front of a fish tank, and he watched the fish. To this day, he will tell people that was the best day he ever had. And it wasn't because he was seeing characters, he was riding rides, but he was in the moment. We were sitting there as a family, watching the fish. He was pointing them out, and he was like, Mama, look at that one doing that, or Mama, look at that one. Mama, look at what that fish is doing. And we sat there for an hour and a half, and we were in the moment. We were together. He was doing what he wanted to do, and we were just happy. And it wasn't about the rides or meeting a character or getting to a dinner reservation or watching a parade. It was about the fact that we as a family sat on the floor of a huge aquarium and spent an hour and a half looking at fish. And it is one of his favorite moments ever. And that's what I tell my clients. I try to tell them, you are paying for an experience. You are not paying to ride all the rides. You are not paying to do all the parades. You are not paying to do all the meet and greets. You are going to be standing in line for a lot of the time. Make those moments in the line count. Make memories. Don't go in with such high expectations that you are disappointed because you paid a price tag thinking you are going to do it all. Think of it as you are paying for an experience. You are going to go and make memories. I don't care if those memories are sitting by the pool with your children and watching your child splash for an hour. Those memories can be piling up on the bed in the hotel room or the resort room and watching a Disney movie together while eating popcorn or Mickey waffles. I have spent moments with my son at Disney where we never left the resort room most of the day other than to go get food. We went down one day to the food court. We went down and we bought snacks. We bought every snack we can think. We bought some fruit. We bought some Rice Krispie treats. We bought nuts. We bought a plate of Mickey waffles that morning. And we went back to the room that my husband and I and him all crawled up in the bed. We put Disney cartoons on and we spent the day in the room watching cartoons, eating Mickey waffles, and it was a moment. It was a memory. And those are the core memories he remembers. And that's what I try to say. You're not paying for a vacation. You are paying for an experience. Be in the moment. Let your children be children. Let them do what they want to do. It's okay if you don't ride all the, excuse me. It's okay if you don't ride all the big name rides. It's okay if you don't get to meet all the characters. It's okay if you missed having dinner with Cinderella or Goofy or whomever. What matters is that you're in the moment, you are making memories, and you're having an experience together as a family. And that's what I try to tell people. Which brings me to what I really wanted to talk about outside of saying that. And that is Disney has a lot going on over the next year. This second half of the year is going to be very, very busy. They have brought back Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. Those tickets are on sale now, and you can book. There are still dates and times available. They just announced that the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is back, and those tickets will go on sale July 7th. So you can get those. The Food and Wine Festival is coming to Epcot. I want to say it'll start in August. I don't remember the exact date. I forgot to look before I started coming to talk to you guys. But it starts, I believe, in August, and it will run, I think, like 120 or 190 days. They have brought back the Eat to the Beat series. Epcot will be doing their Festival of the Holidays. I haven't heard the official word on the candlelight procession, but I believe that's coming back. So there is a lot still going on. Plus the 2023 vacation package is out, so you can plan now for next year. And I highly recommend that. I highly recommend that you go ahead and start planning now for next year because it makes a great Christmas present. Everybody talks about Christmas in July. And, this week was the halfway to the holiday celebration at Disney. We are halfway to the holidays. And now's a really good time because you can book a vacation and secure it for about $200 down, give or take. I don't want to say an exact amount because it'll bite me in the butt. About the time I tell you exactly what it is, it'll get changed. But for a small down payment, you can secure your vacation in 2023. Pay on it like you do your car payment, your credit card payment, whatever, and start planning now. And then at Christmas time, you have a huge Christmas present to give your children. So that's always good. And like I said, you're not paying for a vacation. You are paying for an experience. You are going to experience this with your children. You're going to get to see, Cinderella's castle through their eyes. You're going to walk down Main Street and you're going to see them oohing and ahhing, and you're going to be right there with them. And that's a big thing. That is a huge thing, especially for me as a mother with a chronic illness and never knowing from day to day what my day will encompass. I value every moment I have with my child. Even at 22 now, I value those moments. Now, my son will tell you now, as an adult, he is not a Disney park person anymore. He doesn't go to the Disney parks very often. He'll go every now and then. If a new restaurant opens that he deems interesting or worthy of his time, he will go. But he is not a park person anymore. He has shifted to become a cruise man. He loves the Disney cruises, and I have great memories with him on Disney cruise, like decorating gingerbread cookies excuse me, in 2019, just before the pandemic hit, we did a Christmas cruise. And he decorated gingerbread cookies with me one afternoon, and we had the best time. We sat there about 30 minutes and talked and giggled and laughed, and he remembers that. He'll tell his friends, it's like, man, you ought to do a Disney cruise at Christmas. You can decorate cookies. You can do this. You can do that. He loves the cruises. They're relaxing for him. He's not a big people person, so he likes the cruises because when he's done with people, he can go back to the room and order room service. And so he's a cruise man, and, you know, which kind of brings me to the fact that the Disney Wish is officially here in Florida in port, and they will be going on their inaugural sailing here in about a week, I believe. I think they sail out either next week sometime or early July. First week of July. Cannot remember the exact time, but it's coming up. So keep your eyes and ears open. There's a lot of digital influencers that got invited aboard. Some other Disney outlets, YouTubers. There's been some Disney agents that got invited on. So keep your eye out because there'll be a lot of people on the new cruise. I did not get an invite, so don't panic. I will be here. I did not get one of those coveted invites to go on the Wish. I had hoped to get one. I put it in the universe. I was manifesting it, hoping it would come through. But the universe has other plans for me, and I'm okay with that. So I will not be on the christening, the inaugural sailing of the Wish, but I will be on the Wish. I have one but I have forgot to wash my tongue today. I will be on the Wish, but it'll be in the first week of September. So I will be on the Wish, and I will take lots of pictures and some videos, and I will bring them to you, and I will figure out how to edit them into a video like this, so I can show you some of the really cool stuff. I do have a handicap accessible room for that cruise, so I will show you that room cabin, so you'll get to see that. And then not long after that, I actually have a Pixar at Sea cruise planned in February. So I'll have that as well, and I'm excited about that. That is a 7-day cruise. It's Pixar at Sea, and I've always wanted to do one of those. I was shooting for either Marvel or Star Wars at Sea, but when Pixar came up, it called to me. It was just, I knew it in my heart and in my gut that I needed to do that one, so I booked one there. It was a handicap accessible room as well, so I will bring you all of that. And this past trip to Disney, I did stay at a handicap accessible room at Pop Century, and I did a little tour video. I'm working on getting that edited and get it up either onto Instagram, or I might actually put it up here. So as soon as I get that edited, we'll get that up, and you can see the inside of one of the handicap accessible rooms at Pop Century. So all of that's going on. So that's another thing. And along the line of the fact that I was at Disney for 5 days, I was actually there for training purposes for Disney stuff. And, you know, the universe has been speaking to me. I've been thinking about it. And I might open up my business to the rest of the world. It's not definite. It's something that I've been putting out there in the universe, and I'm kind of waiting for the signs and, you know, my design and, you know, the thing in my head to click and say, yes, this is what I need to be doing. But I'm thinking about it, and I've put it out in the universe, and I'm just kind of waiting to see what the universe says to me and what it tells me. You know, if you've been coming around here, you know, I've been working really hard on my inner self and making decisions that work for me and bring me peace and joy. And I love to travel, and travel brings me joy. I love to meet people. I love to see other cultures. And so I just think this is like the natural next step. And of course, I love Disney, and I always plan Disney. Disney is my heart, my soul, my home. But it'd be nice to be able, you know, when people come down to do Disney, and, you know, I had a client recently that asked me about doing Disney and Universal together, and then wanted to add on like a beach day. And so I want to be able to give that to my clients, that if they want to come down and they want to go like 3 days at Disney, then transfer over to Universal and do a couple days there, and then end that week-long chaos with a couple days at the beach relaxing. I want to be able to give my clients that. And so that's kind of where my head's going. So we're thinking about it. So yeah, all of that's been happening, and so I'm glad you guys have stuck around with me. I do now have 2 resource guides on my Etsy shop. I have one for Universal and one for Magic Kingdom. I'm currently working on a couple more. One will be centered on the Disney Cruise Line. I had a couple of you guys ask me if I would do a resource guide for the Disney Cruise Lines, and yes, that is in the making as well. I kind of wanted to wait until I got some pictures of the handicap room, but it may come around sooner. It just depends on what path and what journey the universe takes me on. But yeah, all of that's going on. So thank you. Thank you to all my new subscribers. We are almost to 500 subscribers, I believe. I think we're getting up close. I think we're in the 400s. I was going to wait until we got to 1,000 to... I am going to wait until I get to 1,000. I promised you guys something free. I'm not sure if it's going to be a free downloadable, like packing list, or printable, or... maybe a colored sheet or something, or whatever. It'll be something fun. Maybe I'll create a Disney word search or something. Who knows? But we'll have a free something free at 1,000 subscribers, as well as probably a really cool giveaway. But we are almost to the 500 mark, and I think when we get there, there might be something special coming for that too, just because I'm excited about it. I've never had 500 followers on YouTube, and that's all because of you guys, and I'm so grateful and blessed to have you as part of my community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you've managed to hang on to hear me talk and chatter on about Disney and life and all that this far, I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. I adore you, and if no one's told you this today, you are enough and you are loved. Somebody out there, I love you. You know, somebody out there adores you just as much as I do, and I'm grateful to have you, and you are enough. You are always enough. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go now. Have a very blessed and wonderful rest of your day or evening, whatever time you're watching this video. Have a blessed one, and we will talk again soon. All righty, bye.